And the positivity, particularly the positivity around the debate, has been missing. It's been very negative.
Princess Kate has always followed every royal rule with calm grace. But one moment changed everything. In a single unexpected move, she shocked the world and left people speechless. It was bold, surprising, and impossible to ignore. For the first time, many began to see a different side of her. What really happened in that unforgettable moment? Stay with us. A princess who chose her own way. Princess Kate Middleton is expected to become the next Queen of England. For many years, the world has watched her carefully. She has always looked calm, kind, and perfect. She stands beside her husband with quiet strength. She smiles at crowds, speaks with care, and follows royal duties without fault. People see her as a loving wife, a caring mother, and a steady future queen. But behind that soft and polished image, there has always been pressure growing slowly over time. Even the most composed person has a limit. For a long time, Kate carried the weight of expectation without showing any cracks. She followed the rules, honored tradition, and gave the public exactly what they expected. But one moment changed everything. At an event that seemed normal at first, something unexpected happened. It caught attention right away and made people look at her in a new way. It made many wonder if this was a quiet act of rebellion or simply a moment where she chose to be herself. Kate has always been seen as the perfect example of royal behavior. She moves with grace and speaks with care. She dresses in a way that honors tradition. Everything about her has been controlled and thoughtful, but even perfection can feel heavy. At the coronation of King Charles III, the world expected tradition to shine. People expected crowns, jewels, and old customs that had been followed for centuries. Instead, Kate made a different choice. She arrived wearing a soft ivory outfit and a modern headpiece instead of a traditional tiara. The design was simple, yet striking. It was created by Jess Collett and Alexander McQueen. This was not just about fashion, it was a quiet message. For the first time in many years, a royal stepped away from the expected crown during such an important event. It showed that Kate was not only honoring the past, but also shaping the future in her own way. That moment stood out. It was gentle, but it spoke loudly. Her choices did not stop there. Later that year, she appeared in public with her hair styled in a loose, messy bun. It seemed like a small detail, but in royal life, even the smallest detail matters. Royals are expected to look perfect at all times. Every strand of hair is usually in place. But this look was softer and more relaxed. It framed her face in a natural way. Some people loved it, others questioned it. It started a conversation about rules and fairness. It showed that Kate was slowly stepping into a more modern style, one that felt real and easy. Then came another moment that caught attention. During an Easter event, she wore bright red nail polish. Royal tradition often favors soft and neutral colors. Red was bold, it stood out. It was a simple change, but it carried meaning. It showed confidence and a willingness to step beyond quiet expectations. These small changes began to build a new image. Kate was still graceful, still kind, but now she was also showing her own voice. What surprised people even more was her behavior in public. Royals are often careful about how they act, especially with each other. Public displays of affection are rare. They are expected to remain formal and composed at all times. But at a major film event, something unexpected happened. As she walked beside Prince William, she gave him a light and playful tap. It was quick and natural, but cameras caught it. The moment spread quickly. People were surprised, but many also smiled. It showed a side of their relationship that felt real and warm. It reminded everyone that behind the titles, they are still a couple who share simple, human moments. Yet the most powerful moment came from a place of honesty and courage. After a long period of silence and growing rumors, Kate appeared in a video. She spoke directly, not through formal channels, but as herself. She shared that she was facing cancer. It was not just an announcement, it was a deeply personal message. By speaking openly, she broke away from tradition in a strong way. She allowed people to see her not just as a royal figure, but as a person going through a difficult time. It created a deep connection with the public. Many people felt closer to her than ever before. Even during difficult times, she continued to show warmth. On a visit to Wales, she greeted people in a way that felt different. Instead of keeping distance, she leaned in and hugged them. She welcomed children with open arms. One young girl held onto her coat, and Kate responded with kindness and care. This simple act meant a lot. Royals are usually expected to keep space, to avoid close contact, but Kate chose warmth over distance. It reminded many of a softer, more human approach to royal life. All these moments together tell a story. They show a woman who is still respectful of her role, but no longer afraid to shape it in her own way. She is not loud or dramatic in her changes. Instead, she moves gently, step by step, making choices that reflect who she is. So, the question remains, is she a rebel or a modern leader? Perhaps she is both. She is a woman who understands tradition, but also understands the need for change. She knows when to follow the rules and when to bend them. She carries her role with care, but she also brings her own heart into it. And through all of this, Prince William remains by her side. Together, they present a strong and united image. But like any couple, they face pressure. The weight of the crown is not light. It tests strength, patience, and love. The world may see perfection, but behind the scenes, there might be cracks in their marriage. Stick around. A love tested behind palace walls. When Prince William and Catherine Middleton first met at University of St. Andrews in the early 2000s, their story seemed simple and sweet. Two young people, learning, laughing, and slowly falling in love. From the outside, it looked like the start of a perfect fairy tale. The world quickly became interested in them, watching every step as their bond grew stronger. But real life is rarely as smooth as it looks. What began as a quiet friendship soon turned into something deeper. By the next year, they were living close to each other, sharing time and building a connection. Those early days were filled with hope, but they were also filled with pressure. Being in the public eye changes everything. Every move is watched, every choice is discussed. For a young couple, that kind of attention can feel heavy. Not long after their love began, they faced their first real test. They separated for a short time. It was not easy. Feelings were hurt, and the future felt uncertain. Still, they found their way back to each other. That pattern of distance and return became part of their journey. It showed that their relationship was not perfect, but it was real. Years later, another difficult moment came. Their breakup in the late 2000s was more serious. It came suddenly and left deep emotions behind. Catherine had to face the pain quietly, while the world watched from a distance. At the same time, William was seen enjoying his freedom, spending time out and living a different pace of life. It was a hard season for both of them, yet even after that they chose each other again. Their reunion felt stronger. It was no longer just young love. It had been tested. It had faced doubt and distance. When they finally moved toward marriage, people felt the weight of that journey. Their wedding, watched by millions, was not just a celebration. It was a moment that showed how far they had come together. Marriage, however, did not remove the pressure. In many ways, it added more. As they stepped deeper into royal life, every detail of their relationship became a topic of discussion. Even small things, like the absence of a wedding ring on William's hand, became a point of curiosity. While tradition explains it, people still wondered what it meant. In a world where every action is examined, even silence can create questions. Then came moments that brought even more attention. Rumors began to spread about people in their social circle. One name, Rose Hanbury, became part of public discussion. Stories moved quickly, growing larger with each retelling. Though those claims were strongly denied, the situation still affected how people viewed the couple. It showed how easily trust can be shaken when the world is watching so closely. Behind closed doors, life was not always calm. Reports suggested that, like many couples, they had strong disagreements. Living under constant pressure can turn small issues into larger ones. With little privacy and many responsibilities, emotions can rise quickly. These moments were not seen by the public, but they were part of their reality. It reminds us that even those who seem perfect can struggle. One of the hardest times they faced came during a private holiday. Personal photos of Catherine were taken without her permission and shared publicly. It was a deep invasion of privacy. William stood by her side, showing strength even while dealing with anger and pain. They chose to fight back through legal action, and they won. But moments like that leave a lasting mark. Just when things seemed to settle, another situation brought attention. William took a short trip with friends and was later seen in ways that raised questions. It became another topic for public discussion. For Catherine, it was another moment to handle with grace, even when it could not have been easy. Through all of this, they continued forward. They built a family, raising their children with care and love. They supported each other during public duties and private challenges. Their journey shows that love is not always simple. It takes patience, forgiveness, and strength. What makes their story special is not that it is perfect, but that it has survived. They have faced distance, rumors, pressure, and public judgment. Yet, they remain together, growing and changing with time. Their bond has been shaped by both joy and struggle. It is not just about royal titles or grand events. It is about two people choosing each other again and again, even when things are hard. But since she became a princess, the world tried pulling her down, both from inside and outside the palace. How? Let's find out. A crown and the cost of being seen. Becoming the Princess of Wales may sound like a dream, full of beauty and honor. But for Catherine Middleton, the reality felt very different. The moment she married Prince William, her life changed in ways she could never fully prepare for. It was not only a marriage to the man she loved, it was also a step into a world where privacy disappears and every detail becomes public. At first, it seemed like she had already faced enough. Her long relationship before marriage had its ups and downs. She had learned how to handle attention, how to smile through pressure, and how to stay calm. But royal life brought a new level of scrutiny. Every move, every outfit, every expression became something for the world to study and judge. The pressure did not come all at once. It grew slowly, building over time. At first, the attention felt like curiosity. Then it became constant noise. People spoke about her choices, her appearance, and even her personal life. There was no quiet space left. It was as if the whole world had a voice, and all of them were speaking at the same time. By the time the mid-2000s turned into the next decade, the tone had changed. It was no longer a simple interest. It became something heavier. The expectations grew higher, and the kindness grew thinner. Even small things became reasons for debate. Her clothes, her hair, her weight, and even her smile were all discussed again and again. Some voices came from unexpected places. Megyn Kelly spoke in a way that felt sharp and direct. She suggested that a life in the public eye meant giving up the right to privacy. Her view was simple but hard. If someone chooses to marry into royalty, then every part of their life belongs to the public. This idea ignored something important. Even people with titles still feel pain. Even public figures still need space, especially during moments of illness. Another voice came from Morrissey, who has often spoken strongly against the royal family. His criticism went further than many expected. During a difficult moment from the past, when Catherine was unwell, he directed blame toward her for a tragedy that was far beyond her control. Instead of showing understanding, he expressed anger and harsh judgment. These moments showed how easily blame can be placed on someone who is already under pressure. Criticism also came from the world of fashion and media. Katie Couric, known for her calm presence, made a comment about Catherine's appearance. It was brief, but it added to the growing conversation about her body. At a time when rumors were already spreading, such words felt unnecessary and unkind. Then came comments from Kelly Osbourne. She spoke about Catherine's habit of wearing outfits more than once. While many people admired this choice as simple and thoughtful, others saw it differently. Kelly suggested that someone in Catherine's position should always wear something new. It created another debate, showing how even simple decisions could be judged in opposite ways. At the same time, Vivienne Westwood offered a different kind of criticism. She believed Catherine should repeat outfits even more to support the environment. Yet she also commented on her makeup, saying it made her look older. It showed a strange pattern. No matter what Catherine did, it seemed impossible to please everyone. If she changed her style, people talked. If she stayed the same, people still talked. This constant attention created an impossible standard. Every morning, she had to step into the day knowing that her choices would be examined by millions. It was not just about looking good. It was about meeting expectations that kept changing. Then came one of the most difficult periods of all. During a serious health challenge, Catherine stepped away from public life. It was a moment when she needed quiet and care, but instead of giving her space, the world filled the silence with questions. Rumors began to spread quickly. Images were studied, stories were created, and social media became filled with guesses. What should have been a time of rest became something else entirely. People edited photos, shared theories, and questioned everything. It turned into a storm of noise. Even well-known figures joined in, adding to the pressure. Instead of kindness, there was curiosity. Instead of patience, there was demand. Eventually, Catherine chose to speak. She shared that she was facing cancer. It was a deeply personal truth, something she likely wished to keep private for as long as possible. But the situation had grown so intense that she felt the need to explain. That moment revealed something important. It showed how quickly a person can be reduced to a story rather than seen as a human being. Many people saw the title, the palace, and the public image, but they forgot the person behind it all. A woman who feels pain, who needs rest, and who deserves understanding. The reaction that followed told its own story. Some who had spoken harshly before began to step back. Others remained firm in their views. It showed how divided public opinion can be, even in moments that call for compassion. Through all of this, Catherine continued to carry herself with quiet strength. She did not respond to every comment. She did not fight every voice. Instead, she moved forward in her own way, focusing on what mattered most. Inside, the palace storms. When people look at the royal family, they often imagine peace, tradition, and perfect smiles. But behind the golden doors of the palace, there are many quiet storms. These are not battles fought in public, but emotional struggles, misunderstandings, and tension between people who are all part of the same royal world. At the center of many of these internal wars is Catherine Middleton, a woman who entered the royal family from outside and had to learn how to survive inside its strict walls. From the beginning, Catherine's journey was not simple. When she first became close to Prince William, she slowly stepped into a world that had its own rules, its own silence, and its own hidden expectations. What looked like a fairy tale on the outside was, on the inside, a place filled with quiet competition and emotional distance. One of the most talked about tensions inside the royal family is the reported conflict between Catherine and Meghan Markle. At first, there was hope that they would connect. Both women came from outside the royal system, and many believed they would understand each other's struggles. Some early reports even suggested that Meghan wanted to build a close bond with Catherine, hoping they could support each other through the pressure of royal life. But things did not go as expected. Instead of becoming close, distance grew between them. Sources claimed that communication between the two was limited and formal. Instead of warm friendship, there was silence and separation. Over time, this created emotional space that became filled with misunderstanding and tension. Each woman had her own experience inside the royal world, and their paths slowly moved away from each other. One of the most well-known moments linked to their tension is the bridesmaid dress issue. For years, stories circulated about a disagreement that caused emotional distress. At first, the public believed that Catherine had made Meghan upset. Later, different versions of the story appeared, including claims made during a major interview that suggested the situation may have been the other way around. The truth remains unclear, but what is clear is that the incident became a symbol of deeper strain. This situation created confusion and emotional weight on both sides. It placed Catherine in a difficult position where she could not openly explain her side without creating more tension. In the royal world, silence is often chosen over conflict, and this silence allowed public opinion to grow in many directions. The tension was not limited to just one relationship. Inside the wider royal circle, there have also been reports of distance between Catherine and other family members, including Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. While public events show unity, behind the scenes there are suggestions of emotional gaps and social distance. In group settings, attention often naturally centers on the most senior members of the family, which can leave others feeling overlooked or separate. This creates a quiet emotional divide. Even when everyone appears together, not everyone feels equally included. The structure of royal hierarchy naturally places some people closer to the spotlight, while others remain in the background. This imbalance can create feelings of distance, even without direct conflict. Another layer of internal tension is linked to Queen Camilla, Over the years, there have been reports of early uneasiness within the family structure. Some accounts suggested that Camilla was unsure about Catherine in the early stages of her relationship with William. There were even claims that concerns were raised about whether Catherine was suitable for royal life at that time. These kinds of reports, whether fully accurate or not, show how complex royal relationships can be. They are shaped not only by personal feelings, but also by tradition, expectation, and long-standing family history. Over time, however, public appearances have shown more stability and cooperation, even if earlier tensions existed behind the scenes. What makes all of these internal struggles more intense is the environment they take place in. The royal family does not live like ordinary families. Every meeting, every gesture, and every silence can be observed, analyzed, and interpreted by the world outside. There is very little room for private resolution. At the same time, Catherine has often chosen a different approach. Instead of speaking publicly about conflicts, she remains calm and continues her duties. She does not respond to every rumor or defend herself in public arguments. This silence has shaped how people see her, but it has also left many moments open to interpretation. This is where the emotional weight becomes heavier. Without open communication, stories grow in different directions. Small misunderstandings can turn into large public narratives. Inside the palace, this creates a constant pressure where personal feelings are hidden behind formal behavior. It is a world where relationships must survive without full openness. Despite all this, Catherine continues to carry herself with patience and strength. She attends public duties, supports her family, and focuses on her role within the monarchy. Over time, she has also used her position to support causes such as mental health and early childhood development, showing a softer and more modern side to royal duty. Still, the internal pressure never fully disappears. Every royal appearance carries history behind it. Every smile is placed within a larger story of expectation, comparison, and tradition. Even moments that seem simple to the public often carry layers of unseen meaning within the family. So, how did she overcome it? How did she become the loved princess to the world? Let's dive in. Catherine and the Crown. No matter what people think of her, one thing about Catherine Middleton is clear. She is on the path to becoming queen, and many believe she will help reshape what the monarchy looks like in the modern world. From a quiet university student to one of the most watched women on earth, her journey has been long, steady, and full of change. By the year 2025, she and Prince William were already stepping into roles that felt very close to the future throne. Their public work has become more serious and more global. They are not just attending royal events anymore. They are now leading important diplomatic moments for the country. In 1 year alone, they hosted several major state dinners, welcoming leaders from France, the United States, and Germany. These events are not simple social gatherings. They are powerful moments that represent unity between nations and show the strength of the royal image. At every appearance, Catherine carries herself with calm control. She speaks gently, listens carefully, and moves with quiet confidence. Together with William, she presents a strong and steady image of the monarchy's future. They are often seen as a team that balances tradition with a more modern way of doing things. At the same time, the royal family itself is going through change. With health concerns affecting King Charles III, attention naturally shifts toward the next generation. This brings William and Catherine closer to responsibilities they have been preparing for over many years. It is a slow transition, but one that carries great importance. However, becoming future leaders is not only about duty, it is also about family life. Catherine and William are raising 3 children, while also preparing for the highest role in the monarchy. This means they must manage private parenting moments while staying in the public eye. It is a constant balancing act between personal life and royal responsibility. Those who study the royal family often say this is one of the most demanding periods in modern royal history. It is not just about replacing a king. It is about shaping the direction of the monarchy for the next generation. Catherine is seen as a key part of that future. Her role is not only symbolic, it is deeply connected to how the monarchy will connect with the public going forward. Her preparation for this role did not happen quickly. It was built slowly over years of experience, public attention, and personal challenges. She has faced intense media attention, constant public judgment, and emotional pressure while still maintaining her duties. Over time, she has learned how to stay steady even when everything around her feels loud. One of the most defining moments in her life came in the year 2024, when she faced a serious health challenge. During this time, she stepped back from public life to focus on recovery. It was a deeply personal and difficult period, far away from the public spotlight. After months of treatment and rest, she later returned with a new sense of strength. People close to her describe her as more focused, more thoughtful, and more aware of what truly matters in life. The experience changed her perspective in a lasting way. It gave her a quieter confidence and a deeper understanding of her role. This difficult chapter also brought her and William closer together. Facing uncertainty as a couple strengthened their bond. They supported each other through private challenges, and this support is now visible in the way they appear together in public. Their relationship feels steady, calm, and deeply connected. Today, many people see them as a strong partnership. They are not just husband and wife, they are also working partners preparing for leadership. Their unity is now one of the most important strengths of the royal family's public image. Looking back at Catherine's early days, her transformation is striking. When she first entered royal life, she was often seen as shy in public settings. During her engagement announcement in 2010, she appeared nervous, and William gently held her hand to steady her. It was a small moment, but it showed how new she was to the intense spotlight. Now, that nervous version of her seems far away. Today, Catherine appears confident and composed in almost every situation. She walks into major events with ease, speaks with calm assurance, and connects naturally with people. Her presence has grown into something strong and steady, shaped by years of experience. Still, this confidence does not mean the journey is easy. The role she is moving toward carries heavy responsibility. As future queen, she will not only represent tradition, but also help guide it into the modern age. This requires careful balance between respecting history and embracing change. Catherine and William have both focused on keeping this balance. They support traditional values, but they also understand that the monarchy must evolve. Their work often highlights family life, mental well-being, and early childhood support, making the royal family feel more relatable to the public. These efforts are part of a larger vision. Catherine's role is not only about ceremony or appearance, it is about connection. It is about helping the monarchy feel relevant in a fast-changing world. As time moves forward, expectations continue to grow. Catherine is preparing not just to wear a crown, but to carry responsibility for a nation. Every step she takes now is part of that preparation. Every appearance, every decision, and every public moment builds toward that future. What stands out most is her steady strength. She has faced pressure, personal challenges, and constant attention, yet she continues forward with grace and patience. Her journey shows that leadership is not only about position, it is about resilience, character, and calm determination.